Have you ever wondered how safe your personal information really is in the digital age? It's a question that lingers in the minds of many as we increasingly live our lives online. Personal data, your emails, your photos, your financial details, all stored in the cloud, seemingly secure. But how secure is it really? Data breaching, the unauthorized access to or retrieval of sensitive information, is a growing concern in our interconnected world. Well, today we delve into the world of data breaching, a phenomenon that has become a global concern. Data breaching isn't a new concept, but its evolution is fascinating. Our journey starts in the late 70s with the birth of the internet. Back then, data breaching was relatively unheard of, mainly because the internet was still in its infancy, and the concept of storing sensitive information in a virtual environment was almost unthinkable. But as technology advanced, so did the opportunities for data breaches. Fast forward to the early 90s, and we witnessed the first instances of significant data breaches. These were primarily rudimentary, carried out by tech-savvy individuals, exploiting the vulnerabilities in emerging online systems. A notable incident was the phreaking episode, where hackers manipulated telecommunication systems to make free long-distance calls. As we moved into the new millennium, the scale and scope of data breaches grew substantially. The world was becoming increasingly interconnected, and businesses started to rely heavily on digital platforms. This increased the amount of sensitive information stored online, making it a lucrative target for cybercriminals. One of the most significant historical breaches occurred in 2005, when a major credit card processing company reported a breach that affected over 40 million cardholders. This incident brought the issue of data security to the global stage, highlighting the need for stronger protections. The past decade has seen an exponential rise in data breaches. From the infamous Yahoo breach in 2013, where 3 billion user accounts were compromised, to the recent SolarWinds hack that shook the cybersecurity world, we've seen the devastating impact of data breaches. These breaches not only lead to financial losses, but also have serious implications for personal privacy and national security. They expose sensitive data, such as credit card numbers, social security numbers, and even confidential government information. So, as we can see, data breaching has been around for quite some time, and its impact has been nothing short of devastating. As we continue to rely on digital platforms, the importance of data security can't be overstated. It's not just about protecting our finances, it's about safeguarding our privacy and our very way of life. The complexity and sophistication of data breaches have grown with the advancement of technology. As we've moved from the era of handwritten ledgers and manual files to digital databases and cloud storage, the methods used to illicitly access and exploit information have evolved in step. In the early days, data breaching was a physical act. It involved stealing documents, breaking into offices, or intercepting mail. It was a game of cat and mouse, of sneak and hide. But as we've transitioned to the digital age, data breaching has become less about physical theft and more about cyber manipulation. With the advent of the internet, the late 90s saw the rise of hacking as a means to breach data. This was a time when a clever coder could exploit system vulnerabilities and gain access to valuable data. It was a time of rogue hackers and organized cyber gangs, of stolen credit card numbers and identity theft. But the landscape of data breaching didn't stop evolving there. As we moved into the 21st century, with the rise of big data and the Internet of Things, the stakes have become even higher. Today, data breaches aren't just about stealing personal information for financial gain. They're about large-scale data harvesting, corporate espionage, and even political manipulation. This shift was enabled by advancements in technology that have made data more accessible and more valuable. Artificial intelligence and machine learning algorithms can sift through massive amounts of data, finding patterns and extracting valuable insights. Meanwhile, sophisticated malware and phishing attacks can trick even the most vigilant users into handing over their data. And let's not forget about the dark web. a hidden part of the internet where stolen data can be bought and sold with relative anonymity. It's a virtual marketplace for data thieves, making the task of breaching data not just easier, but also more profitable. Clearly, as our technology advances, so do the methods and strategies of data breaches. The evolution of data breaching is a shadowy mirror of our own technological progress, a stark reminder of the dual nature of innovation. As we continue to push the boundaries of what's possible, we must also brace ourselves for the inevitable challenges and threats that come with it. The consequences of a data breach are far-reaching and catastrophic. These are not just words, but a reality we face in the digital age. Data breaching affects everyone, from individuals to businesses to governments. The impacts are profound and multifaceted. Imagine you're an individual who's been the victim of a data breach. Your personal information, from your social security number to your credit card details, is now in the hands of cybercriminals. You may suffer financial loss as they make unauthorized purchases or even steal your identity. You may also experience emotional distress, living in constant fear of what they might do with your information. Now let's scale up to businesses. When businesses suffer a data breach, the financial impact can be staggering. They may face fines for failing to protect consumer data, as well as the cost of notifying customers and providing them with credit monitoring services. There's also the potential loss of business, as customers lose trust and take their patronage elsewhere. Plus, repairing the breach and strengthening their cybersecurity systems don't come cheap. Governments are not immune either. A data breach can expose sensitive information, compromising national security. It can also undermine public trust, as citizens question their government's ability to protect their data. But it's not just about the financial or personal impact. There's a societal implication as well. Data breaches can fuel the black market for personal information, leading to a rise in cybercrime. Plus, they can also pave the way for misinformation campaigns that can influence public opinion and disrupt democratic processes. In a world where our lives are becoming increasingly digitized, data breaches pose a significant threat. They have the power to destabilize economies, disrupt societies, and alter the course of lives. And the worst part? The effects are often long-lasting and in some cases even permanent. The damage caused by data breaches is immense and often irreparable, affecting every aspect of our lives. So, as we delve deeper into the digital age, it's crucial that we understand the impact of data breaching and take steps to protect ourselves and our communities. While the threat of data breaching is real and present, there are measures you can take to protect your data. In a world where our digital footprints are as significant as our physical ones, it's crucial to understand how to safeguard our information. Let's delve into some strategies that can help you fortify your data defenses. First off, passwords. They're your first line of defense against data breaches. It's vital to create strong, unique passwords for every online account you have. Avoid common words, phrases, or personal information. Consider using a password manager to keep track of them all. It's like a digital vault that stores your passwords securely. Next, let's talk about software updates. You might find them annoying, but they're an essential part of your digital security. Developers continually patch up vulnerabilities in their software. By keeping your systems and applications up to date, you ensure that you're protected from known threats. Now, onto personal information. In our digital age, it's easy to overshare, but remember, the less information you share online, the less there is for cybercriminals to exploit. Be cautious about who you share your information with and question whether a website really needs certain details about you. Adding an extra layer of security, consider using two-factor authentication where available. This requires not only a password and username, but also something that only the user has on them. It could be a piece of information or a physical token. It's like a second lock on your door. Lastly, always be aware of phishing scams. Cybercriminals often disguise themselves as trustworthy entities to trick people into revealing their personal information. Be wary of unexpected emails or messages that ask for your personal details. Now, these are just a few ways you can protect your data. Implementing them won't guarantee complete immunity from data breaches, but they will significantly reduce your risk. Remember, the key to protecting your data lies in your hands. Stay vigilant, stay safe. So, we've uncovered a lot about data breaching today. We started with a provocative question to set the tone and pique your curiosity. Then, we took a journey back in time to understand the history of data breaching, tracing its roots, and exploring how it has evolved over the years. We've seen how what started as simple, isolated incidents have grown into complex, widespread threats that affect not just individuals, but also corporations and even governments. We then delved into the impacts of data breaching, both on a personal and a societal level. We've discussed the potential consequences, from identity theft and financial loss to reputational damage and even national security risks. It's clear that the implications of data breaches are far-reaching and can be devastating. But it's not all doom and gloom. We also learned about the various ways to protect ourselves from data breaches. From basic practices such as using strong, unique passwords and keeping software up to date, to more advanced measures like employing multi-factor authentication and using secure networks. We hope this information empowers you to take control of your digital safety. Remember, knowledge is the first line of defense. In an increasingly digital world, understanding and protecting against data breaches is not just important, it's essential. Stay informed, stay secure.